Today we're 3D printing, assembling and painting an M10 Wolverine tank. And I think this is one of my favourite tanks when I was growing up because it had that weird open top to it. So let's start by cleaning up all the pieces. This is a very easy print if you want to do it yourself, no problem getting this printed out. And this is what we've got. So we've got kind of the bottom assembly, we've got the top that fits on here, and then of course the turret that goes in. And yeah, simple design, but really, really nice. We've also got a little machine gun too to add once we finish painting. And original files are in the description below if you want to go give it a go yourself. So here's the bottom all painted up, nice silver for the tracks and some olive green for everything else. And overall looks really good. I'm going to come in with another olive colour paint and do kind of a little bit of a camo, nothing too fancy, but hopefully make it just a little bit more interesting to look at. And here we go. So what we've got is a little bit of other kind of olive green paint to just go with it, just from a different brand so it looks different, and had that line around, so I thought we'd go with that. And overall looking great. We've got the bottom assembly done, so it's just a matter now of gluing the top on, and then the other bit just kind of fits in and it can rotate freely in there. And that is literally it. Really nice, simple print this. So yeah, let's get this glued up and then move on. And what I'll also say at this point is that there's nothing to help you align this when you're gluing these pieces together with this one. Whereas I did a leopard tank not long ago and the guy had actually put in little kind of inserts that would help you align it all. Whereas this doesn't have that. You're going to be putting it on and you're going to have to line it up perfectly so that it ends up being, looking great. So if you wanted to, you could easily add a couple of extra little spots here for holes for pegs or stuff like that to make it all come together in a much more structurally secure way. So yeah, let's go ahead and glue this together, and that is us pretty much done. We're 99% of the way there, and as you can see, it fits on really, really well. And just a matter of lining it up and then pressing it down until the glue's got it, and then we're all good. And yeah, I think I'm kind of getting into my 3D printed tanks right now because did the German Leopard not long ago, and that one is probably now one of my favorite 3D prints. And I also love that it was a tiny model, but I scaled it up 200% and it just looked insanely good. And now let's move on to the final piece. So here is the hull, I would guess you call it, and you've got the tank tracks underneath, and then of course our turret on top. And then we have one little bit to do, which is to add the little gun up top as well. And yeah, this looks really, really nice. I think it's come out absolutely gorgeous. And again, this is where 3D printing is just impressing me, because of course I could go out to a store and buy a model just like this, put it together, paint it up, and it would look just as good. But I feel like somehow this is more satisfying, and it's very odd to think that. I'm also going to have to actually check prices at some point, just to see how much energy, plastic I'm using to create this, and then of course go out and see a similar model you can get in a store and see if it's like cheaper or more expensive to buy a model. But anyway, we're going to add on now our turret, or a gun at the back to the turret. And I think this is the one where you would set this up on the rear mount here. And I think if I remember right, you actually shoot this from standing behind the turret and shoot it from behind. I think that's how they set this up originally in World War II, but I'm not sure. But I know a lot of American tanks back then actually had you standing behind the turret shooting like their MGs and stuff. But yeah, very nice model. And very, very happy with how this has come out. Not as good as my Leopard tank, I think. This one's just not quite as cool. But I've really not got any complaints at all. I'll leave you some high quality photos. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time.